capable of sending your shot back.
Pass to Ingram. Three-pointer. Now McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back. Here's Williamson. Shoots over Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Physically, there's just no way to match it. With Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
Zion.
And few players are as electric as Zion. The speed and power he plays with, something you see once every few decades.
And here's Mills from the arc. And the Nets miss again. New Orleans in the lead. And the ball out of play, the Nets will have it.
What is going on right now?
Substitution for your
Brooklyn with the ball. And the blend of speed and power, as you said, Grant, Zion is unmatched.
He's a rhino with a jetpack. And on defense, when you see him coming in the open floor, you don't want to get in his way. The explosiveness in the paint is really what makes him so efficient. Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight he needs to be on this kind of play.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
O'Neal.
That shot is good by O'Neal.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Nets ball.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Now here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Hayes. Clock at 6. Second chance effort. Got a hand on it. They get it back.
With sound instincts and ability, Warren's teammates trust him to make defensive plays.
Brooklyn with the ball. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
They won both games against this club last season. Would love to repeat that this time around.
Here's O'Neal, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Here's Sumner, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
To the wing, right side. This one for 3. And Alvarado gets it to go.
When he was in the G League, Daniels proved he was an effective passer, so we know he can spot an open man for sure.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Pelicans on top, leading by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Pelicans so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Here's New Orleans now. RJ, not too many teams are more willing to make bold front office moves than the Nets.
And we've seen it for a while. You had the Durant acquisition, the Ben Simmons trade. Brooklyn is never afraid to go all in to make a run for a championship.
Yeah, he's a top-tier offensive rebounder. Valanciunas uses his size and strength to his advantage to do damage on the boards.
And Claxton gets the bucket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Ingram. Launches it. And stolen by Durant. Curry with it. He's picked up by Jones. Here's Sumner. He got a piece of it. On the break. Here's Williamson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant. He's off on the first. Well, we're at the time of the calendar when some teams go through a midseason lull. Graham, what has to be done to avoid that?
Well, first of all, you have to keep your composure. You cannot panic. And, of course, this is when a coach earns his keep. Motivation becomes key. Keeping the players focused and making sure nobody starts coasting.
Out to McCollum. Pass to Ingram. Over Simmons. And again, no good by New Orleans. Brooklyn trailing. To the middle. It's stolen by Ingram. Here's Williamson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This is where Zion shines. Inside, he can be such a dominant force.
Here's Claxton. 15 in his last outing. And Irving gets it to go.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And a deep three from McCollum. This is his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. And C.J. McCollum getting more on-ball action after his move away from Portland, Greg.
And McCollum has showed that's where he's best. Great at breaking down defenders and setting up others. He looks very natural as the primary playmaker.
One shot.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
New Orleans calls timeout. Timeout called, Brooklyn. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And the free throw, no good.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game. Yeah, bottom line for this Pelican squad, they need to get better on the defensive end. They may have to get more 3-and-D type of guys on this roster.
Here's Ingram. Claxton with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Irving with it. McCollum covering. And it's Irving missing. All right, so about the Pelicans. What has been holding them back?
Well, B.A., it's definitely not the offense, especially with the healthy Zion. If they can find a way to have greater consistency on the defensive end, then they can take a big step as a franchise.
The Nets call timeout.
Timeout called, the Nets. Here's Simmons. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. With the drive. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Just about 7 feet. Simmons is a different kind of player. He's got point guard handles.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Right side Durant.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Second team foul.
Durant for three. Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, you have to lead by example.
Offensive rebound. Irving for three. Hits a three-pointer. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
This is Irving's mentality. He understands that he is out there to shoot and shoot often, especially off the catch.
And rejected. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. A minute 9 left in the first half. A clear look from McCollum. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible.
The drive by Irving. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
There's the three. Rebound Brooklyn. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Valanciunas can't get it to go.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Durant. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram.
Substitution on the court.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Harris. Over Graham. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he sinks the second. Here's Murphy. And again, no good by New Orleans. And we finished off one half of play. It's the Nets leading by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's McCollum. Pass to Valanciunas. Oh, denied by Durant.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
An open look for Ingram. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Ingram's got his second basket.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Now Simmons. Arms length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Simmons has got 8 points.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior. The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 7. Pass to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williamson. Count that bucket. He's got 9. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office to deal with his players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college in Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also have Athens in 04. And look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
Now here's Ingram. Taking command on offense when they need it. Putting up 21 a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jones.
It's tough to get a good look over Durant. He covers a lot of ground defensively with that 7'5" wingspan. In 2008, Kevin Durant ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. It wasn't even really close. And still, I'm not sure we realize what an all-time great he'd become.
Personal foul. 14 foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's New Orleans with it. 9-point game. And that one's good. Ingram. Turns out that Durant's rookie season was the worst of his career, Richard.
And he was fantastic that year. But within 2 seasons, he'd become the league leader in scoring. His rebounding would improve, and by then we knew we were watching a Hall of Famer.
Here's O'Neal. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Nets lead by 9.
He's at his best when he's assertive like that. Don't take any chances. Just take it to the rim.
And Nance with the slam.
An excellent job of reading the defense. As Ingram's court vision continues to improve, so will his playmaking.
Now here's Curry. Five on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Inside. O'Neal
The assist.
uses the glass on the layup. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
20 Warriors.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
New Orleans calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here.
A long time I was just being a wreck.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
The Nets call.
Never your pleasure, never your fun. 6 on the road, but they won 3 in a row away from home. This, though, is what the big 3 did in that first game. You like the Bucks. You kind of like the fan. Look at this stuff. Well, I'm LeBron, and Russell. Well, actually, I'm an Anthony Davis. You have to get stitches. This fucking with the big old. Combined for 87 points, 26 assists, and not a single turnover.
What? Can I give you? I was just about to give you a great stat.
Give it to me.
That was the first first game since LeBron and Russell Westbrook have played together where neither made a turnover. That had never happened in the past 6 years before. That's huge. I was blown away by that stat.
Have they figured it all out?
No, but they're close to it. Because, like Coach Ham said, the big three, I said again, it's the
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Grant. A minute 9 left to play in the third. To the paint. Here's Harris. That shot is off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Pass to Murphy. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Warren. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
The defense has to be better. Flat out, can't give Warren these types of lanes to the bucket.
Pass to Murphy. Puts up a three. Brooklyn with the board. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. For three, O'Neal. They grab their own miss. Here's Sharp. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Daniels misses. And so it's Brooklyn. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back after this word. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter.
I think that when you embrace this duo,
the Nets with the lead.
I think it allowed everybody to excel because there was a lot of coaches in their locker room. And I think once he just got in and said, I'm going to be the best player you have to be in this world, everybody excelled. And then I think
another shot. And Claxton gets the bucket.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Ingram up top. On the wing, Jones. From downtown. Claxton with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. He gets it in there. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets. McCollum draws the double. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Ingram. Lets the three fly.
You have this really once outside of the league, right?
6 to shoot. Back to Valanciunas. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Outside Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Down low. And the powerful one-handed slam.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their